750.
Back to the show, sharing your home improvement stories. Going Home with Tony.
We're back to get down to business. I'm your host, Shalom, Klein. I'm thrilled that the show that airs at 4 p.m. that our host, Tony Scimeca, he shoveled away for me to get into the studio. That's why we're joined with Tony Scimeca of the Going Home with Tony radio program, as you just heard. Thanks, George. In that intro, Tony, welcome to the program.
Well, thank you for having me, Shalom.
So, Tony, every week you have a fantastic program talking all about home improvement and a lot of other important issues. In fact, today I was listening to the program on my drive-in. You had Melissa from the Container Store about getting organized. Tell us, what is the goal? What is the message that you hope listeners of Going Home with Tony come out with every week?
Well, we started out as a home improvement show, and then we morphed into more of a lifestyle show. So we're talking about getting organized or remodeling. We had Linfred Winery talking about wines for the holidays and decorating. So it's a lifestyle show.
It's great. And businesses, you feature a lot of interesting businesses that many of our listeners probably didn't even know exist. You had some interesting restaurants on the air the other week, I believe?
Yes. Claudia, our executive producer, is fabulous at getting guests, and so many of the people have never been on the radio before, and all our guests are always in studio, so it's very stressful sometimes for people to do that. It's their first time, so I give a lot of credit to Claudia and the guests that she gets. They're really fabulous.
Well, that's what Get Down to Business is all about, featuring the people that are making a difference in the Chicagoland business community, featuring entrepreneurs that are making a difference, giving back to the community. Tell us about your guest from Evanston a few weeks ago. She's got a great mission and a great cause as well.
Yeah, Lou Dotson is the executive director of Evanston Rebuilders, and that it's like 5 different phenomenal things that if she just did one, she'd be incredible. So she's like incredible times 5. So reducing landfill by repurposing materials that would have normally gone into landfill from construction. 40% of all landfill is construction debris. So immediately I fell in love with her. She will give opportunities to people that are unemployable, underemployed, people that are leaving incarceration, that so many people are reluctant in hiring. She's getting them certified. It's a long 7-month arduous process of getting certification. So I was even putting a challenge out there to our U.S. Congresswoman Jan Sikowski, who happens to live a few blocks away from Lou's warehouse on Dodge and Dempster in Evanston, that Lou does this all without any federal funding. So it's all private, and it's real in the trenches, and, you know, she shows up with a tape measure on her belt, so I knew she was the real thing.
It's fantastic. Again, that's what the show is all about. That's what your show is all about, bringing people that aren't just in it just for the ego and the glory, but are willing to get their feet wet, their hands dirty, and just do whatever it takes. And that's the business that you're in as well. Hot Water 911. So what do you do for a living?
Well, that too was a experiment in change. In 1980, I had a very comfortable job working at Northwestern University in Evanston, and I was a young little guy, and I came home one day and told my dad I was going to quit my job and start my own company. And if you remember the old cartoons where the cartoon character would go through the brick wall and you'd see the perfect silhouette of his body, that could have been me, because my dad just said, listen, you're 23 years old, you own a 3-flat in Skokie, you've got it made, just do what you're doing right now and don't ever change. Well, that was one of the sage advice things that I didn't listen to. I did listen to other pieces of advice, but against his recommendation, I started my business in 1980, and literally didn't know how to fill out a check. I didn't have any business background, limited heating and air conditioning experience. I'd just gotten out of trade school in 1975, so I was new to the field. And with perseverance, just kept on doing the same thing every day and got a little better at it. And ultimately, the business morphed itself into the repair, maintenance, and replacement of residential and commercial water heaters and boilers. So Hot Water 911 has really been a genesis of change, and hopefully we do it better than anybody else. I always tell our technicians that the only competition we have is our own inability.
I love it. Sage advice. We're talking with Tony Scimeca, the host of the Going Home with Tony radio program, which airs every Sunday at 4 p.m. right here on AM 560, The Answer. And Tony, my only request to you is just clean up in the studio before you leave, so I could come in here and take over and talk about getting down to business with our wonderful guests and entrepreneurs. So hopefully we'll find many opportunities to hear your story, hear about your guests. Tony, once again, his program Going Home with Tony airs every Sunday at 4 p.m. AM 560, The Answer. And Tony, what's your website?
It's got a couple of them, like everybody. We have goinghomewithtony.com, and that's the radio show. And then hotwater911.com is our water heater website. And our phone is 773-774-6000, extension 8. You'll get my cell phone directly, so anytime any of your listeners just have a question, give us a call.
After the break, we're talking about how to improve your phone meetings. You're listening to Get Down to Business.
I'm Pete